I can't imagine doing like dueling piano and it's like in a different
Yeah,
language
I
and
was
they're
about to
asking for
ask.
songs you've never heard of. I don't know. I don't think that'd work too well. But
most of the clientele are still like middle-aged to retired, like tourists. So a lot of people from the UK and a lot of people from America and a lot of people from Australia. Big cruisers. And so you might get a bit of a mix. I had this British guy who was like, "Do you know Gilbert O'Sullivan?" And I was like, no, but like I didn't learn it for them. But like, most of it's the same. They like, I want "Don't Stop Believin'." I want. They're like, "Do you know any Harry Chapin?" And I'm like, "Sure, I can do some Harry Chapin."
I was gonna ask, like, with these cruise ships, you said you go to Italy. Does like some old Italian couple come on, see you doing dueling pianos, and like, do you know this like one really niche Italian song?
Italian opera.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That stuff happens, but most of the time, the people who sometimes most of the times they're English speaking, like normal, like American or somewhere from the UK, somewhere from Europe. That speak English, and so like,
I mean, yeah.
But sometimes it is that they're like, "Do you know like, do you know Pavlova's second?" Like, and I'm like, "Pavlova's second? No, I don't know that."
I don't know his
maybe
first.
Pavlova's first.
I didn't even know his
Second,
first.
that's a little much.
Don't even ask about the third.
Yeah, but it's the same deal. Where it's like, if I don't know it, I don't know it. So
Right. And so when you did the dueling piano show at RIT, it was a pretty like, big finale, right? Like, you had like Piano Man, you were playing on the harmonica, like that was great. Is that always how you end it, or does it depend? Or
it depends. The guy who runs New York Dueling Pianos, his preference is to, if we will usually get a request for Piano Man or Let It Be, Hey Jude or Don't Stop Believing, like those ones usually get requested. And so his mentality is, hold it. Just take that one, set it off to the side.
yeah.
And then when it gets to the last song, it's best to end with that instead of like some like really sad song. Like, so like he's like,
Totally.
but what I love doing in the bar in New York is we'll be like, okay, it's midnight. We got to be done. We've been playing for 3.5 hours. But here's the deal. I got $20 right now. This is my last song. I got $20 for Careless Whisper, George Michael. If you want to end with this song, great. That's what's going to happen. If you have more than $20, you can stop this song and you can have the last song of the show. And so we'll be like, we didn't play any Katy Perry. We didn't play any Michael Jackson. We didn't play any, and we'll list off some artists. And then we go, okay, but anyway, here's Careless Whisper. And then usually somebody will be like $21 or $22. They'll be, stop. I'm like, I want to hear Genesis. I'm like, oh, okay. And then so we'll play part of a Genesis song, and then somebody's like, no. And like, so that'll end up being a fun way to like just make a little extra money at the end. But also it's a fun way to end the show, because it's like, what's going to be the last song? What's going to be, so like, we might end with something weird. We might end with like Pompeii by Avicii, or just, like some weird, like, it's like, and like, I love always telling people, I'm like, I've never ended with this one, but I guess we're gonna. So like, but yeah,
And then right at the
most
moment,
of the time
stop. $23.
You can make it a bidding war.
It has happened.
Back to Careless Whisper.
They can do that, and we'll literally be like wrapping it up. Be like, have a good night, everybody. Bye. Thank you so much. Tip your waits to. Oh, shit. Okay. And then they'll like hand you like $30, and it was like, all right, we'll do one more. All right. Yeah, it's fun.
I'm curious, like, you have a lot of jokes sort of weaved in. There's like, it's, the show is very interactive. You have little lines here and there. Is that, kind of like you're improvising off the cuff? Do you have some like some things in your back pocket? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, both. A lot of back pocket stuff. There's a lot of oh man, there's a lot of bits that like I see other people do, and so like I do them. Like when it's like Sweet Caroline, and it's like hands touching hands, reaching out, touching, and like it's like get your hands up in the air, like that's we do that every time, and but it's still fun, and it's like touching me, touching you. Please don't touch me, sweet. Like little jokes like that. Those like happen.
Perfect.
Those happen, and like those things are like scripted. But a lot of the stuff is usually when the audience does something weird, and we comment on it. There was a show I did, and I was singing "Baby Got Back," and this guy had a fake fro on, and he was like up in the front dancing with this fro. And like it was clearly a fake fro, and then his fro fell off and hit the ground, and I stopped the music, and I was like, "That was fake this whole time." No. And we were like, "I didn't even know," and we like, "God, did you guys know?" Like I thought that was your, and like we like stopped the song, and it was like so
That's
stupid,
hilarious.
but they were all laughing, and it's super.
Yeah.
And then we just went right back into little in the middle, but you got much back, and it was like right back in. So like those types of moments happen where somebody does something silly, or they're like, "It's my birthday," and I'm like, "It's your birthday. Let's do a whole weird thing about your birthday."
Yeah.
So
fun,
it's a mix of both.